What's up, rock stars? This is a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. Alright, you guys, before we get to the video at hand, I gotta do a shout out, and I want to do it at the beginning because I'm gonna forget otherwise. Yesterday, I was at Kroger's, and I was going to get a money order, so I walked up to, the customer services up in the front, and this gentleman walked up to me who actually worked there and said, excuse me, does anybody ever tell you that you look like this YouTuber, Ford's Rocks? And I was like, well, all the time. It's me. I thought it was funny because I was like, now, did he think that it was me and he just didn't know how to ask me, or did he really think that I looked like Roxanne? Yeah, it is Roxanne. I got a good little giggle about it, and the girl that was actually helping me, she was just looking at him like, well, who is it? He was like, oh my God, my wife, she watches you all the time. She loves your reviews, loves your story time, and he started telling the girl because she was looking at him like, well, who is she? What is going on here? And he said she has a YouTube channel. So then she was just like, oh, okay, So they were really, really cool, and they helped me. And I was like, tell me the name, write it down, because I'm so bad at remembering names. So he did for me. So his wife is Treyana. His name is Chris. Ironically, I remember his name, Chris. And then the girl that was helping me at the counter was Yolanda. So shout out to all of them. Also, you guys, I have to say a shout out to, I cannot remember her name. I gave her a hug and everything. I was over at that fucking Apple store in Lenox Mall, had an appointment for Jada. Missed the appointment, told me I had to get on the wait list for 2 hours, then finally come back in there, sit down and wait for the people to come and check Jada's phone because Jada's phone dies. The battery just doesn't last. It's my old 6 Plus. So I was hoping that they would give me a new battery. So they do this whole diagnostic, and then they tell me, yeah, the battery is no good, and she needs a new one. And then the motherfucker's gonna tell me that they ain't got no batteries in stock. I said, bitch, you had me sit up here and wait fucking 3 hours basically for you to tell me what you could have told me before I waited on the wait list. Oh, fuck, I tell you, I hate Apple. I hate going to the Apple store. I don't hate Apple, but I hate going to the Apple store. And if you guys know anything about how stressful that place is, I just try to avoid it at all costs, especially this time of the year. But Jada needs a new battery. Anyway, I done got completely off, right? I was giving a shout out to the girl that was walking in the same time that I was. I want to say her name was something like Shaniqua. Girl, I'm so sorry if you watching, but I didn't forget. I just forgot your name. But she's a cute little girl, and she looked like she was walking in with maybe her mom or something. I'm not quite sure who she was walking in with. No, don't let me get the lion up in here. But yeah, shout out to all of them. Oh, also, I want to give a shout out to one of my rock stars who gave me for my birthday, which is the day after Christmas, and Christmas, they gave me a couple of gift cards. So, of course, they gave me a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, and they also gave me a Macy's gift card. So, thank you very, very much, and that is Nola Girl 1224. Nola Girl, is your birthday December 24th? What? Anyway, y'all, that's it for the shout outs. I just wanted to make sure I said those. Let's get to the video because we running out of steam on this damn laptop. Y'all didn't charge it. Y'all know me. Anyway, let's get to it. So to me, the stories are just okay, We got to talk about Blac Chyna and Rob and the disaster, the train wreck. Y'all, these braces wreck. Train wreck. That I told you guys that was coming. That couple. Even though I thought that it was cute that them two had gotten together, before the television show. Once the television show came on and we saw what their reality was, it was very apparent that they weren't going to make it. And that basically they didn't need to even be together. She was not equipped to handle the mental basket case that Rob Kardashian is. And then Rob Kardashian can't handle the Spitfire, the urbanness. I don't want to get it too ratchet in here, y'all. He just wasn't equipped to handle her. Okay, so you saw these two together, looking like they were trying to make it work, but then, of course, they added in the complication of a baby. And once she got pregnant, I was just like, yeah, this is just, it just ain't gonna go well. And then fast forward to today, now she is weathering a shitstorm of bad publicity. Everybody is attacking her. As she and Rob have already broken up. She left. Y'all can't get into the whole thing. Basically, she left him the other day, took the baby, and moved out. People weren't really sure if it was a publicity stunt or not, because the show was about, the second season of their show was about to show, or it was like, was it the second season or was it the baby special? Whatever it was. Folks wasn't quite sure what it was, but now that it's continued on all this time, it looks like, you know, they did break up. Rob was all over social media, kind of bad talking her, you know, she left with my baby, you know, and how could she do this to me? And then there were text messages that supposedly that were leaked that she was fooling around, she was planning on leaving him and all this. You guys, bottom line is, those two should have never gotten together. I don't know if her intentions were pure or not. I would like to think that they were. You know, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But adding that baby into that mix, you guys had only been together for 15 minutes. It was just a disaster waiting to happen. Rob has real issues. He don't need to be with no fucking body until he can get himself together. Just on the show, you can see his insecurities, and I mean, he has problems. And it's not really fair to ask anybody to try to be there for him when he can't get his own self together. So that alone now is where we are today. Okay, now Blac Chyna is being attacked from all angles. And that's what happens when you get involved with the Kardashian vehicle. The vehicle is in motion. It is hard to survive that. We've seen all of the fallout from everybody that's been in a relationship with one of the Kardashians. We've seen the fallout. Unfortunately, Blac Chyna is now one of those ones that's getting swept up in the, you know, in the vortex. So I don't really feel like Blac Chyna was bad in what she did. I just think that they were both not prepared for what they were getting themselves into. With all the other shit, I don't even care, because basically they should have never got together in the first place. That is it, and that is all. I think Blac Chyna will be fine, even with all of the negative press. You know, she will get some positive press out of this. I think she's probably strong enough to handle it, but yeah, it's just too bad. It's just too bad. I won't blame either one of them. I'll just say that they weren't prepared. They were ill prepared for this big of a relationship that they signed on for. You guys also wanted me to talk about this Adidas deal that Blac Chyna had. Well, I don't even think she said that she was inking this deal with Adidas. Actually, TMZ said that Blac Chyna was close to closing a deal with Adidas. I don't know if that is true or not. Adidas is now separating themselves from her and said, we cannot confirm this. So I don't know if maybe she was in talks with them, and then once all this shit happened, Adidas was like, no. Not really trying to go there. She was on her way. I mean, she had got a deal with MAC, and that is big. Okay, for somebody like a Blac Chyna who, you know, she was a stripper at one time, and she is now, of course, making her money from her businesses and everything. But, you know, for MAC to kind of bring her into the fold, that was a big deal. So, looked like if Adidas was planning on picking her up, you know, that shit is out the window now. Like I said, you get caught up in that Kardashian vortex. It is the chance that you take. Who has survived it so far? We waiting to see what the fuck happened with Corey. Corey been hanging in there with Chris. But, brother man, I would be real concerned that your time is coming too. So I don't know, y'all. I'm just kind of tired of them. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it no more. I am super duper over it. What about you guys? Do you think that they should work it out, or do you think it's a done deal as well? And do you even care? That's the biggest question. So Nicki Minaj, this has not really been a good week for old Nick. Okay. First of all, Nicki Minaj has a mobile app, a game. It's called Nicki Minaj The Empire. And in part of the game, there is a section where she is trashing this character by the name of Fantasy, and says that Fantasy puts out really obnoxious music. It's not good. It's loud, you know. So they're talking about it. And also in this part of the app, you know, Nicki Minaj has like this ombre turquoise blue hair. Well, I don't know if people immediately thought, but Azealia Banks took issue with this because we already know her for her very long Rapunzel-like hair of different shades of blue, purple, and reds. She released an album in 2002 by the name of Fantasy. So a little too close for comfort for Miss Azealia Banks, and baby, she gave Nicki the most offensive yet precise read ever known to mankind, baby. She said shit that you didn't even realize that you thought about Nicki Minaj until she said it. I'm gonna read a little bit of what she said to you guys, and it goes a little something like this. Nicki girl, now listen, don't start throwing shade because you missed Safari and know that I've actually made a banger with him. Don't get mad, get even. Slim down a bit, especially in your neck and arms. Decrease that butt just a bit. I've seen your butt make some really expensive dresses look really cheap. And stop wearing spandex as an outfit, for fuck's sake. Also, stop calling yourself the queen of rap. Queens don't wear spandex, sweetie. Marketing genius, yes, but your cheap made in China perfume smells like car freshener and your beverage tastes like kitchen cleaner. McDonald's sells a lot of burgers, but no one is telling McDonald's that they're the pinnacle of cuisine and taste. This is true of you. She goes on to say, you run around the meadow collecting all the low-hanging fruit so you may turn around and congratulate yourself for having the most fruit. But all of the fruit is mealy and mushy. I don't understand why you are so impressed with yourself. Do yourself a favor and image search Gaga 2011 and pick that back up. The real Nicki is not as interesting as Gaga knockoff Nicki. Give the girls what they want. And stay tuned for my joint with your man. I really think you're gonna love it. In 2017, I hope you find some new inspiration and decrease your butt implants. You would honestly look so much better if they were just 150 cc's smaller. Cheers to female rap. Brava! Brava! Y'all was like, Nicki, bitch, why did you do that? Look, I like Nicki, but it is what it is. That damn Azalea Banks, it ain't many times that we agree with her, but I was like, bitch, I sees no lies up in here. I know that Nicki read that it was just like scratch the neck. Modation. If she was trying to be shady, but just kind of in a cutesy kind of way, you know, you can't quite be that way with Azalea. You best be ready. The bitch definitely knows how to read somebody. Okay, that shit is scathing. That shit is harsh. But sometimes it's right on the money. I said, po Nicki, child. She can't get right this week. Even still with all of that, we would like for Azalea Banks to just stop it. Okay, she actually did go back on after that, deleted it off of Facebook, and then she put that. She's not the same person that she was an hour ago. That fucking Azalea shit, that child is something else. Anyway, you guys, moving on from that, we also hear news that Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill have broken up. Oh my goodness, Debbie is texting me. Oh Lord, what is going on? Oh. Child, this is breaking news about Cordell Stewart. And supposedly an ex-boyfriend putting out a video of him having sex with him. Child, I can't. Let me finish this Nicki Minaj story. Supposedly Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill have broken up. They have unfollowed each other on Instagram, which is always the telltale sign that there's trouble in paradise. Now news is that Meek Mill was fucking around with some girl that has a boutique out there in Philadelphia by the name of Sonia. What baby girl name be? Sonia Princess. And supposedly he had posted a picture of her, or not supposedly, he posted a picture of a girl with the ass up in the air wearing red lingerie. He said that they were just friends, but this was all during the time that they were unfollowing each other. So, you know, we didn't think that that was Nicki Minaj's ass. She was a little bit wider than Nicki would be. So, yeah, it came out that it's this girl, Sonia Princess. She has a boutique out there. Supposedly they've been fucking around for about a year, that he has been funding her, you know, paid for the boutique opening, so invested in her shop, and supposedly she's good friends with a lot of the other girlfriends that's, you know, dating the guys in the Dream Chaser crew. Okay, so looks like Nicki and Meek, it's a wrap there. I was just like, wow. Okay, who would have ever thought that when you have somebody like a Nicki Minaj, who is, we can't deny, an A-list rapper right now, for him to, you know, kind of go, I won't say backwards, but you know, I mean, do you go from an A-list rapper to a damn boutique owner in Philadelphia? I mean, maybe. It ain't about what you have, it's who you are, okay? And maybe old Sonya Princess is a good girl. But, yeah, y'all, we're not quite sure. They haven't confirmed themselves that they're not together anymore. But it's all around the rumor mill, y'all. Let me read up a little bit on this Kordell Stewart mess. Y'all tell me what you think about Nicki and Meek while I do that. Child, I ain't got time to comment on the Kordell Stewart thing because my battery is going down. I'm gonna have to keep up with my notes here, and you know, well, maybe we might talk about it next week if the damn tape do surface. Delta prank. I don't know what to say about this because I still don't quite understand the story. I kind of feel like we have another Norman Freeman situation going on here. You guys know the guy that tried to say that Mike Epps was gay bashing, homophobe because he wouldn't take a picture with him. I kind of feel like this might be a little bit of the same type of situation now. Me as a YouTuber, I understand that views and clicks means everything to us. That affects our bottom line like nobody would know. So with that being said, you got AdamSaleh. I guess that's his name. He's a big time YouTuber and he specializes in doing airline pranks. Keeping that in mind, AdamSaleh, or whatever, however you say his last name, no disrespect to the Muslims out there. He was on this flight. He and a friend supposedly were talking in Arabic, and Delta, at least he says, Delta put them off because they were talking in Arabic. Okay, the story didn't make sense to me. Wasn't quite sure, you know, why they would do something like this. I actually was on a flight coming back from Los Angeles with quite a few Muslims. I could tell, you know, they had on the head garb and everything, and the long beards. I mean, you know, it caught my eye. I don't know if they were speaking English or not, but you know, I looked at them, but you know, we made it home safe. Okay, so the story didn't make sense to me, but they said that he was getting put off because he was speaking in Arabic. Now, the video surfaces, people are kind of cheering that he's getting off, and you know, he's just saying that, you know, they're all racist, and you know, Delta and the passengers on there because they're treating them like this. Then it comes out, like I said, that he's a big time YouTuber out here, that he specializes in airline pranks. He's got a lot of videos up for it. And then it kind of just makes me be like, because what I just told you guys, clicks, views, okay, this is what makes money for us. And it made me not really believe the story that Adam was saying. I don't think I can give him the benefit of the doubt in this case. Delta did come out and say, listen, he was on the flight, and I'm paraphrasing, but they're basically saying that he was on the flight, that he and his friend were shouting in Arabic across the cabin, okay, making people uncomfortable, you know, not just speaking at regular tones, but just kind of yelling and getting everybody kind of a little upset. Now, I hate to say it, but you know, we've heard stories about when terrorists are on these planes and that they shout certain things before the plane is gone below or something. I mean, to me, when you know a certain situation can get inflamed easily, you would not necessarily try to make it that way. Okay, I don't yell across the fucking cabin to my people in English, just out of courtesy to everybody else that's on the flight. Okay, so the fact that he's doing this and then he's speaking in Arabic, it was just almost as if he was trying to bring attention to himself and make people purposely uncomfortable. This is what I think when I just kind of hear the story. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but it just makes more sense that, you know, people would get like kind of like, oh, like what is going on here? Okay. And then of course, when you get addressed by the people in the, you know, the staff of the plane, then it turns into this big commotion. And now they're like, you know what, get the fuck up off the plane. That's just it. I read a good comment on Smiley Adventures. Hey girl, how you doing? I read a good comment on her Instagram yesterday. One of the people that commented was a flight attendant, and she said that as a flight attendant, you do not want mass panic on your flight. It is something that you have got to keep control of, and when you see somebody getting everybody riled up, it's best to just put them off. Okay, now you know, it's a shame that it's already gotten wrapped around this whole racism thing. I just don't think I see it that way. I think I see it as he knew as a Muslim that people are you know, people it's just not, it's not fair and it's not right, but you know, we've had some issue with people blowing up planes Just blowing up planes. I'm not talking about all the other terrorist attacks that have happened, but just blowing up planes. You know, we've had some experience with them coming from the Muslim community. Okay, so you just kind of playing on it and you making it worse. Okay, then for it to go viral, it affects the bottom line. Now it's not even about really what happened. It's about, you know, making this thing so big and let's make some money off and get some interviews and maybe be on TV and doing all this and all that. I don't know, you guys. I mean, I could have it all wrong and Delta could be all wrong and have been racist and treated these people unfairly, but I don't think I can just 100% say 100% say I feel like Delta was completely in the wrong. Maybe they handled it wrong, but it was one of them unfortunate events where he just so happened to be Muslim. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say, I don't even feel like trying to explain it. All I'm saying is I'm not sure if I believe Adam. I can't give him the benefit of the doubt this time, only because he's sort of like the, you know, the what is it? The piggy that cried wolf? Is that what it is? 3 little piggies? He's one of them. You did it so much and now don't nobody believe you. And even if it is true, it's just kind of one of them things. You're going to have to take it on the chin, bruh. There's plenty of people out there that do believe him. And it's apparent that Delta needs to do some sort of training, further training with their crew. Because we've seen a lot of incidents this year where Delta didn't necessarily handle a situation the best way. I mean, it's in the millions of flights that go on a year. You know, we have seen 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. So I mean, it's not that much, but once you get social media involved and everything, then it becomes a lot. Okay, and then you start to wonder if it happens and people don't videotape. So then, you know, so I get it. Delta can stand some training on this. But I also think people need to be realistic and understand the full story, that Adam might be a little bit full of shit, y'all. That's just kind of how I see it. How do you guys feel about it, though? Oh, you guys, we already down to the quickies. Boy, that didn't have too much to talk about, huh? Okay, Angela Yee and Gucci. Yeah, do you guys really think that Angela Yee was trying to push up on Gucci? You know, he was on the Breakfast Club and he said they had history, that she was trying to text him, that she was trying to fuck, okay? She was on his dick. She was just like, I was not. I never had your number. He was so serious, you guys. He believed it. He was just like, you don't remember when you text me and try to figure out what hotel I was at when we did that interview with Melissa Ford? She was just like, never. His face was so convinced that even if the shit wasn't true, you knew that Gucci, he thought that it was true, okay? That motherfucker had done told a whole bunch of people over these years that Angela Yee tried to fuck him. He believed it in his soul, but you know, we know that Gucci had some issues in the past with drugs and alcohol, so we can't 100% be sure. Like I said, it's about his own truth. Now they've come out with these videos of when he was on, it was a podcast or was it an interview? We thought it was her show. She's had a couple of shows outside of Breakfast Club, like podcasts. It's not Lip Service. It was something like After Hours or something like that. They were flirting back and forth. You know, she was saying that Asian girls was deep. Gucci said Asian girls had fat pussies. So, I don't know, you guys. I think they flirted around. Like I said, Angela Yee, she's denied it. You know, he is 100% sure that it was her. It's one of those things that's just going to be out there. We just don't know. What do y'all believe, though? Gucci? Angie? Y'all know I loves me some Gucci. It's Gucci! We're gonna say rest in peace to Zsa Zsa Gabor. She was the OG prototype for the famous for being famous. Okay, the Kardashians and many others, socialites, have modeled themselves after her, even if they didn't know it. She was an actress, of course, and she was in movies and things, but she was more known for just being beautiful and her diva-like ways. Okay, we can't forget the infamous time that she actually slapped a police officer. I was like, whoa, don't it pay to be a white woman? But over the years, she had gotten sicker and sicker. She had a heart attack, and then she was partially paralyzed in 2012 from a car crash. Then she had multiple strokes over the years. They said that her leg was amputated from an infection, and then she had lung infection. So Zsa Zsa has been sick, and they've kept her tucked away. They said that she was on life support for 5 years. And that makes me kind of give the side eye to the husband. You guys know that she had this younger husband and people had problems with him. They said that he had kept her and her daughter away from each other. Francesca, the daughter, actually died in 2015. But this younger husband, Frederick Prince van Anholt, Okay, supposedly had been kept her on life support, and that makes me wonder why. Like, why did he keep her alive so long? Is he getting money out of this deal? So, but very, very sad. Another big name, a staple in Hollywood, has gone on to greener pastures. Rest in peace to Zsa Zsa Gabor. Also, there is no new trial for the game. He was found liable for rubbing his hands on the girl's coochie and ass, somebody that was on one of his reality shows. Okay, I don't have her name. He had to pay a $7 million settlement on default because he and his lawyers did not show up. Okay, I'm thinking, like, how do your lawyers not show up? I mean, y'all was really just like a big fuck you to the court. Well, the court was like, fuck you too. You gonna pay this money, bitch. The judgment was $7 million. Of course, the game is now trying to appeal it. He put in paperwork. The paperwork was put in incorrectly, and the judge said absolutely not. You cannot file that. So right now his request for a new trial has been temporarily denied. Okay, he's just got to get with his lawyers and get the fucking paperwork right. I mean, how do you not get the what kind of lawyers you got? You got this kind of money, get that shit right. Okay, so he's gonna get his day in court. It's just not happening right now. Mariah on Watch What Happens Live. I did not watch it, but it's just Mariah being Mariah. She is a diva, and Mariah don't give a fuck about these girls out there. She has no reason to, even though Ariana Grande has always given props to Mariah. Mariah feels that she doesn't have to do that to her. You know, she doesn't know Ariana. She doesn't know Demi. Okay, in the interview is actually very funny because she's very good at just being like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, we love Mariah. She's always gonna be Mariah. Stevie J, he the pappy. We thought that. I don't think anybody doubted that. I mean, it might have been a slight doubt, but 98% of me did feel like he was going to be the father of Jocelyn's baby. So now we just trying to see what happens from here on out, y'all. That's another train wreck. Speaking of Debbie, okay, that Debbie keep me up on it. Y'all don't even know, okay? Debbie be up in these fucking internet streets and reading up on all the damn shit going on more than I do. Debbie let me know about CeeLo and how the fucking phone blew up in his face on Saturday. She was like, girl, did you see the video? And I was like, nope, sure didn't. And she said, girl, he was talking on the phone and it blew up on his ear and they caught it on video. And you guys, you know how I feel about CeeLo. I smiled a little smile in the inside, okay? And then I was like, Roxanne, don't be that way, okay? We don't want little Humpty Dumpty to be harmed, even though he is a dick. So then I said, well, hopefully he'll be okay. I went and saw the video. I looked at it. I was like, this looks a little suspicious, but I'm going to go with it. Hopefully he's okay. Sure enough, we find out that he is okay. And the video actually is a hoax of some sort. He's working on a project by the name of Gnarly Davidson. And that video was a clip that's going to be included in this Gnarly Davidson video project, whatever the fuck it is, you guys. So I know Samsung is pissed as fuck, because they don't need no bad press, okay? Even though he didn't say it was Samsung, I mean, you automatically feel like, you know, he had the damn Note 7. Y'all gonna get enough of that fucking phone, okay? And that it blew up in his ear. So, y'all can rest assured, okay, CeeLo is okay. I was just surprised that his little short arms was able to make it up to his face. And then lastly, you guys, we gotta say congratulations to the Black Mamba and his wife Vanessa. They have had their third little girl. They trying for that boy child. It don't look like it's coming. The baby was born on December 5th. She's a bouncing baby girl by the name of Bianca Bella Bryant. Okay, congratulations to the happy couple. Alright, you guys, let me get off of here. I don't think I'm gonna see you before Christmas, so I might as well say my Merry Christmas to all of my rock stars now. I'm not gonna do a Merry Christmas video. I probably will do a year-end video. I'm still trying to decide, y'all, what I'm gonna do next week, because I want to be off, but then I'm just like, child, it's the last week of the month. I got to get my coins. Anyway, you guys, Merry Christmas to all the rock stars out there. You guys don't know how much you help me, and I hope that I help you. A lot of you guys tell me that I do, and that makes me feel good inside, you guys. It's just not me up here rambling for nothing. So yeah, you guys be safe, and then y'all know the day after Christmas, you know what day that is. That's a bitch birthday. Y'all see in slow motion, the battery about to die, so I gotta get off of here. Yes, I will be 46 years old on December 26th, okay? So yeah, I'm excited about that. Happy to be alive another year. Just putting all that out there now, because I won't see you before those days come about. All right, you guys. Let me get off of here, get back to work. We do this every single week. Make sure that we rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.